Now let's talk to the prisoner.
We'll have to figure out my hands on.
Half prisoner. That's Scoia'tael.
How'd you do? What do you want?
Has he spilled anything yet?
Get anything important out of him?
Not really. We salted his wounds, broke his fingers, scorched his feet. But he didn't so much as peep his own name. Tried to bite off his own tongue, in fact. Them elves like a bit of suffering, methinks.
Maybe he's hoping to be rescued.
Not likely. Someone massacred them. The whole unit. That's what the Royal Mages asked him about. Who it was and where they are now. There's no understanding elves. If he answered, we'd hang him quickly. It'd have peace. But he prefers to suffer.
How did you catch him?
Did you catch him?
We didn't. Nothing to boast of, really. We found him. Barely alive.
He was lying in the ravines among the corpses of other squirrels. Terrible bloodbath it was.
As if a mad medic slashed him with a giant scalpel. Aiming at their arteries, no less. For there was blood everywhere. Nasty splashes, even high up in the rocks.
When was this?
Before that ghastly fog appeared.
Can I talk to him?
Can I talk to him?
You're all right. I've heard you've been helping our lads. Talk away, but be quick. If the corporal sees you, he'll have your balls. And ours.
Bloody fat girl. What do you want?
Information.
Who are you?
From Yorvith's unit?
I'm proud of it. Yorvith will avenge me.
Maybe.
You were caught because of me?
I'm responsible for you being captured.
I don't understand.
I warned Yorvith that the Kingslayer had betrayed him. Your leader's alive because of me.
You lie! You're not one of us.
Never claimed to be. I'm not interested in your fight, nor in that of the humans. I have my own goals. I'm hunting the Kingslayer and need information. Will you help me?
I'd rather not reveal anything to the Dwan. Do you know Elder speech? De Thurmen en Rendan Fest. Ev de Sale emes up de Mevne Slet.
Scoia'tael.
En Ted Verlet.
Ted will appear one day and begin killing without a word. The most terrible warrior I ever seen.
Seret en
Erit and Akra, Witcher chief, they wear snake medallion around their necks. We had no chance against them, despite their number. They kill everyone, but somehow overlooked me, forgot to fix me off, or I believe I would die from my wounds. No other plan? What are their plans? They didn't mention them. We shared food and heat together. They didn't trust us, nor did we trust them. They must have something. Mention their past? There's one thing, I over them. Serit couldn't stand our food. And once he told Aki's wish the Redanians would finally arrive because he dreamed of having roast beef.
Earthine?
Redanians? What do the Redanians have to do with this? The Redanian delegation is to visit King Hansel very soon. If I understand correctly, they were to set off their own after the visit. That's all I know. Can I find them?
And Herd ep Kianye.
If they're still in the area, they must have hidden the ghoulies, but that's like searching for a needle in a haystack. The ghoulies are a real labyrinth. Find another way. What are they looking for? I don't know, but it's someone with a deep knowledge of politics. How do you know that? They know a lot. Too much for a simple witcher. Very well. Do all witcher know Elder speech? I don't think so. Oculus and Serit knew it better than you. Much better. When you find them, may your step be soft and your breath still, witcher. Farewell.
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 How'd you do?
Greetings.
I'm tired. Leave me be. Now let's go back to Delft mode again and finish the conversation. All of it this time.
They say only a spell.
Talk to King Hansel again. I don't know. Maybe talk to him. I know how to free the king of
I think
the
I know
curse.
how to free the king from his curse.
Well then, let's get to work.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander named Yorvith.
I know this Yorvith. Are you certain this is the spear?
I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Yorvith is in Vergen, Witcher, along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area. They've joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Yorvith part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all now?
Not yet.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say.
What use some magic dust?
I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Hansel will pay you.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks.
You need to cross to the other side for the spear.
I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honourable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plough her.
You're sick, Death Mold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the spectres.
Thanks. See you.
Leveling up. Nice. Let's check out our inventory. What Delft mode give us? Emissary flag. Okay. Is protective mode. Zero of armor. It's way better than what we own right now. It's a narration, bleeding, poisoning. Damage bonus on sign. But no reduction to. Oh yeah, reduction in fidelity 30. Zero armor. This is grimoire also. Treated. Only this. I think there's something more. Let's just equip this armor. I don't know if it's permanently for hours. Let's check it out. Okay, equip this. Let's talk to Hansel over here. A wonderful armor, sir.
Your camp must instill fear in your enemies' hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, which are boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergen sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Edirn share that sentiment.
I'm working on lifting the curse.
Death Mold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cow pies. I'm not one to be refused.
Can't do otherwise. That's too bad.
Still,
I've had people beheaded for more pleasant answers.
I won't change my mind.
Fine response. I see there's truth in what they say about the size of a witch's privates. I'm glad to see you're no pushover, and have a mind of your own. If only I had more men of your ilk, and not the kind of ass munchers that infest my court. I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Let's exit this place. Gate is closed. Yeah, this is the gate. Stolten Seafair here.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
Not on me. What's worse, sir? I've got vodka.
Might have.
Wonderful. Life without old mates and booze is like a woman without a rump.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Death Mold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
Must be. Let me
The
explain.
magical potential of the talisman will cause a local interference in the astral projection, creating disharmony where the two dimensions of reality meet.
Meaning?
The mist should part to let us pass.
You should have put it like that to begin with, instead of all that crap about astral bodies. I'll go with you.
Okay. I'm with Miss Alton.
The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Ah! But what if she's truly an anointed virgin?
Don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything.
Okay, we could buy this diagram. Blue matter ore. Don't think we have all the ingredient. Let's see. If we don't have, we could buy some. Sell blue matter ore and silver ore.
Instead of that piss water the drinking the kid when he can. Thanks again, Geralt.
Wait, Zoltan, wait! Okay, I've managed to have all of them. Let's create them. Let Zoltan go for now. We'll meet him again. He's waiting for us actually, so yeah. Let's craft the sword first.
Does parables? Then spare an Oren for his humble followers.
It's for Norn.
Having an Orin and not having an Orin make
Sheepskin. Are you moved? Then
Let's give him 10 orans.
having an Orin and
sheep.
What?
Are you moved? Then
I don't know.
having an Orin and not having
sheep. Are you moved? Then
having an Orin and
sheep.
What?
Are you moved? Then
having a
sheep. Are you moved? Then
good luck.
thank you. Please accept this booklet, which will teach you how to live a worthy life.
Okay, we got a book. That's what we got. Let's read the book. Good book. Once this will say, Professor, will you teach me master how should I proceed? Whenever decide my favorite dog, Should I give him a dog? My heart shall break from grief yet. Should I deny him the dog? I shall be unhappy. For I shall harm my neighbor with my refusal. What should I do? Bad book.
A super soldier saver, or what?
Let's create the sword. Do you sell any item that I might find interesting? No? You're not. Okay. Is this guy the one who solved the diagram? Do you have more silver ore? I need for silver ore. Yeah. Buy silver ore every time you have the chance. Okay. This is a rare item.
So?
So let's make this Witcher robust sword. Robust blue meteorite. Okay, this is the I almost make a wrong sword. 1930. Okay, item complete. Okay. Good sword. Nice. Okay. Access your inventory and take whatever you need, cause we're not going to back here for a while, so you might want to have all the thing that you need. Okay, time to cross. You can take item there. There's an item.
Crossing ahead of us, Sultan.
But that's not really good.
We're going. And that's that. You sure?
You stink.
Where the hell we should go? Oh, that thing. Where are you, Dalton?
Never again. Fucking fog.
Look at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I ploughed 3 wenches at once in my youth.
Just follow Dalton for now.
Kill him! Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
A mistake? Interesting. There's a war on, don't know if you've noticed. And wars are won by killing foes. Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Ploughing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
Okay.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Please, you know, it's quite beautiful. A dwarf, Arbalus.
Nice ponytail.
Shut off! Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, Burden, for I believe I've dozed off while on duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard. Yarpen Zigrin! Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours. This lad here's Scaling Burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you've swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Greetings, I heard a lot about you.
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
We Marigold? Ha! How is the lass? Let me tell you, Scaling, this here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Selkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him. And you know why?
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
I'm a knight.
Me? A knight? I'd sooner call Zoltan a show dancer.
Well then, listen everyone. At the time, we were escorting Caedwene army convoys through the Sherwood forests. Aye, we served Henselt once, though all was for coin. Anyways, the Witcher was on the road as well, with Triss and Ciri, heading south. The lass, I tell you, was a demoness incarnate. Pure pepper on her feet, and healthy as a horse. But the sorceress fell ill. Some terrible pestilence held her, gave her the runs. That woman needed to go every 5 minutes. Never seen anything like it. I've had my share of gut rumblings. This one time, I roasted an old ailing gerbil and...
Oi! You promised us a chivalrous tale.
And I'm delivering it, lad. In any case, the Witcher would carry her into the bushes time after time. He treated and cared for her, cleaned her, bathed her.
Sounds normal to me. A man looking after his woman. It's too much to call it chivalrous, Yarpen.
Ah, wrong. Triss weren't his woman. Not his wife nor lover. She was sick and in need of aid. And he was on a secret mission. Might have left her in some city, might have gone off on his own, but he didn't. Know why? Because he's got a heart of gold. He truly cares. A lad like you, Scaling, don't know that being a knight's not just about thrashing around in full plate, a long sword in hand. It's not just about fighting duels and winning tournaments. I missed hearing your bullshit, Sigrun.
I don't believe anyone else has tried to tell me that story.
How is the wee Marigold, anyway?
Not great. The Kingslayer kidnapped her.
Oh, damn the dogs. That's downright terrible.
I suppose it's no coincidence you're here.
It's time to act, we'll see you next time. I'm looking for a certain flag.
Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Caedwenes.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map, as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Caedwene ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks.
Triss and the Kingslayer might be in this area.
This could be somewhere in this area.
The plague. I've not seen her 5 years, must be.
Since that day, they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the two of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
What did this Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Vergen claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
Shriveled old minx.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. He claims the lass was no servant, but an Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madame Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her, knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Edirn?
Fucking hell! She came out the main gate not more than an hour ago, headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic. She might have crossed.
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back.
I need to meet with Saskia.
I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to do with that?
Her sword is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Yorvith and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in. And here are two old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around, yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarpen. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scaelan, you're my witness. Zoltan's no longer a stranger.
Aha.
All right. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
All right then. See that, Scaelan? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days, lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Where's Yarfet?
How's Yorvith? Any chance I might run into him?
Minimal. He follows Saskia around like a once-neglected pup. Eyes on her at all times.
At least the lass is well protected. What do you seek from Yorvith? Last I heard, you weren't exactly chummy.
You heard right. But when I last saw him in Flotsam, he had something I need to lift the curse.
Even if you see him, I doubt he'll give you anything out of the kindness of his heart. Perhaps Saskia can convince him?
Guess I don't have much of a choice.
Time to act. We'll chat another time.
It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go then.
That's a long...
Witcher, finish your dealings, friend, before they turn into real problems.
There's a lot of mission here. Do. Police sport.
How do you see it? Do the gods favor Lady Saskia, as she claims?
gods never favor rebellions that seek to topple the natural order of things.
Admit it. You'd rather not see a woman at the head of an army. Especially when sorceresses surround her.
Even a child knows that sorceresses are godless, deceitful and lecherous.
Even me, father. They're willing to fight for us, let them. I see no need to peek beneath their covers.
So you wish to tell me the sorceresses stand to gain nothing from this? Ah, it will be the first time in history, and I simply don't believe it.
Saskia believes them.
They've bewitched her!
Saskia the pious? Black magic don't cling to her.
I think we'd best change the subject before things get out of hand.
Okay, so yeah. People think Saskia will controlled by the mage.
Welcome to Vergen.
Okay guys. Still not next mission.